Welcome back, my friends. Have you ever wondered, what are professional sports teams really worth? Well, the news today is that why the LA Rams are worth $2 billion more than the LA Chargers. The NFL's Los Angeles Rams, number 2 on the official 2024 NFL team valuations list, are worth $8 billion, more than $2 billion more than the Los Angeles Chargers. The gap in value comes down to stadium economics. Both teams play in SoFi Stadium, which Rams owner Stanley Kroenke financed to the tune of $5 billion. Kroenke owns and operates SoFi Stadium. But, before we get into all of that, I would like to thank everyone who views my videos. If you would like to support the channel, please see the link to buy me a coffee in the video description below. And, please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. There is a $2 billion gulf growing in Los Angeles. The National Football League's Los Angeles Rams, number 2 on the official 2024 NFL team valuations list, are worth $8 billion, while the Los Angeles Chargers rank 26th at a value of $5.83 billion. While the Rams have a recent Super Bowl to their name and the Chargers don't, the gap in value is about much more than team performance. It comes down to stadium economics. Both teams play in SoFi Stadium, which Rams owner Stanley Kroenke financed to the tune of more than $5 billion. Kroenke owns and operates the stadium. The Chargers, owned by the Spanos family, are just tenants. The Rams get about 85% of the stadium's revenue from luxury suites and sponsorships, as well as all the revenue from non-NFL events, according to a person familiar with the matter. That leaves about 15% of suite and sponsorship revenue for the Chargers, and no money from non-NFL events. That means, for example, when pop star Taylor Swift sold out 6 nights at SoFi Stadium in August 2023 during her Eras tour, the Chargers got no piece of the pie. The mega tour was a boon for several NFL teams last year. A person familiar with the matter said that a particular stop on the Eras tour netted $4 million in revenue per show for the hosting stadium. Stadium economics count a lot in the pecking order of NFL valuations because $13.68 billion, or 67%, of the league's $20.47 billion in revenue was shared equally among the 32 teams in 2023. The vast majority of that $13.68 billion comes from national media rights plus sponsorship and licensing deals. But teams do not share revenue from stadium suites, hospitality and sponsorships, and that is where some franchises can pull away in value. On top of the 6 Swift concerts, SoFi Stadium also hosted performances last year by Beyoncé, Ed Sheeran, Metallica, and Pink. The Rams would keep 100% of that revenue. The franchise also gets to keep the full $625 million of SoFi Stadium naming rights, which last 20 years through the 2039 season. It is a unique revenue share structure in the NFL. The only other franchises to share a stadium, the New York Giants and the New York Jets, split stadium revenue down the middle, according to CNBC sources, and are just about $500 million apart in overall franchise value, according to CNBC's 2024 list. That is a significantly smaller margin than the LA teams. Last year, the Rams were second in the NFL in sponsorship revenue, behind only the Dallas Cowboys, who are number 1 in overall value on CNBC's 2024 list and are fast approaching $250 million in sponsorship revenue, according to a person familiar with the team's finances. The Rams sponsorship revenue came in under $200 million last year, according to a person familiar with that team. Of course, building your own stadium does not come without risk. SoFi Stadium cost more than $5 billion, the most of any stadium in the world, and the Rams have $3.5 billion of debt, by far the most in the NFL. But the risk appears to have paid off. When Kroenke bought the Rams for $750 million in 2010, the team was in St. Louis. He moved the franchise to Los Angeles for the 2016 season at a huge expense. Kroenke had to pay the league a relocation fee of $550 million and an additional $571 million settlement fee related to a lawsuit the city of St. Louis filed over the decision to bolt to California. Still, including that combined $1.12 billion in fees, Kroenke's investment in the Rams is up more than fourfold since he took control of the franchise. Since moving to Los Angeles, The Rams have made the playoffs 5 times and have been to the Super Bowl twice, capturing the Lombardi Trophy in 2021. The Chargers, who moved to Los Angeles in 2017, have made it to the playoffs just twice since and have never advanced beyond the divisional round. The Spanos family hasn't done too badly, though. The late Alex Spanos purchased the then San Diego Chargers in 1984 for $72 million. Similar to the Rams, the Chargers had to pay a $550 million relocation fee. Including the fee, the value of the team has increased 81-fold since August 1984. Over the same span, the S&P 500 is up 53-fold. In stock market parlance, think of the Rams as a growth stock and the Chargers as a dividend play. The valuation of professional sports teams can indeed seem inflated, but there are several factors that contribute to their high price tags. Revenue generation. Teams generate substantial revenue from ticket sales, merchandise, broadcasting rights, and sponsorships. For example, the Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable NFL team, generate over $1 billion in annual revenue. Brand value. Teams often have strong brand recognition and loyal fan bases, which can drive significant income through various channels. The Dallas Cowboys, for instance, have leveraged their brand to secure massive sponsorship deals. Appreciation in value. Historically, sports teams have appreciated in value over time. The average NFL team is now worth a record $5.1 billion, a 14% increase from the previous year. Media rights. The sale of broadcasting rights is a major revenue stream. New television contracts can significantly boost a team's value. For instance, the NFL's new television contracts are expected to further increase team valuations. Market dynamics. The limited number of professional sports teams creates a high demand among potential buyers, driving up prices. The recent sale of the Washington Commanders for $6.05 billion is a testament to this. While these factors justify the high valuations to some extent, there is also debate about whether these prices are sustainable in the long term. Some argue that the valuations are driven more by market dynamics and less by the actual financial performance of the teams. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think the high valuations are justified? Investing in sports teams is quite different from traditional investments like stocks, real estate, or bonds. Here are some key comparisons. There's the risk and return sports teams, high risk but potentially high reward. The value of a team can fluctuate based on performance, management, and market conditions. Historical data shows significant appreciation in value over time, but this is not guaranteed. Stocks generally offer a balance of risk and return. Stocks can provide dividends and capital appreciation, but they are subject to market volatility. Real estate, typically considered a stable investment with steady appreciation and rental income. However, it requires significant capital and can be affected by economic downturns. Bonds, lower risk with fixed returns. Bonds are less volatile but offer lower returns compared to stocks and potentially sports teams. And, consider liquidity sports teams, low liquidity. Selling a sports team can be a lengthy process, often requiring months or even years. Stocks, high liquidity. Stocks can be bought and sold quickly on the stock market. Real estate, moderate liquidity. Selling property can take time, but it's generally faster than selling a sports team. Bonds, high liquidity, especially for government and corporate bonds, which can be traded easily. There's also income generation. Sports teams generate income through ticket sales, merchandise, broadcasting rights, and sponsorships. However, profitability can vary widely. Stocks provide income through dividends and capital gains. Real estate generates rental income and potential capital appreciation. Bonds provide regular interest payments. Emotional and social value. Sports teams, high emotional and social value. Owning a sports team can bring prestige and a sense of community involvement. Stocks, real estate, bonds, primarily financial investments with little to no emotional or social value. And, market dynamics. Sports teams, limited supply and high demand can drive up prices. Market dynamics are influenced by factors like team performance, league popularity, and media rights deals. Stocks, Prices are influenced by company performance, market trends, and economic conditions. Real estate, influenced by location, economic conditions, and market demand. Bonds, influenced by interest rates, credit ratings, and economic conditions. While sports teams can offer significant returns and unique benefits, they come with high risks and low liquidity. Traditional investments like stocks, real estate, and bonds provide more predictable returns and greater liquidity, making them more suitable for most investors. But, what do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. And, before we end, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions, doctors, including any type of specialty nurses, and that includes all grades of nurses. Lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus. Teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school. As well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorldNet.com also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So, be sure to check out ProWorldNet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Thank you for watching.